quick. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a very important matter that everybody needs to know coming out of Thailand or just no matter or going overseas, and which is money.
Yes, definitely one of the things that you need to be is financially ready. All right, we talked about that on our first video. All right, very, kind of skimmed over it, but you definitely need to be financially ready. So, and 3 topics that we didn't get into today. It's going to be online work, and that is a spectrum of many different things that you can do. Retired, right?
Yeah.
You get a steady income already from all your years of work, and then believe it or not, these Southeast Asian countries, they need English teachers. So there is a certification called the TEFL, TEFL, right? Teach English as a foreign language, which you'll see, links and all that stuff to get certified as a person that can teach English as a foreign language in Korea, Thailand, Japan, all these different places, so you can earn an income. So the
and one of the things I want to say about that is that you do not need to know the country's language. Like if you go to Japan, you don't need to learn Japanese. As a matter of fact, they don't want you to know the language because they want you to do everything in English. So that's
you told me that.
Yeah.
So I did start to do that, but I didn't follow through. I'll need to follow through. That's something always to have underneath your belt. But again, the whole point is to be financially ready and have a steady stream of income. So the first topic is going to be online work. And again, that's a spectrum. So online work could be the following. Like myself, I have an actual e-learning platform called globed.net, which I'm a Cisco instructor. I teach Cisco certifications. So I get an income from that. And I'm on many e-learning platforms around the world. So that earns me an income wherever I go. I can go here, Thailand, I can go to Hawaii, I can go to Panama, I can go anywhere around the world where I have an internet connection and I still get paid. And right now, remote work it's like the thing now because of the COVID, the pandemic and all that. Everything turned to remote work. So if you get a contract with a company from the States, from wherever, okay, but a company that's going to pay you very well, and so you can live very well and whatever.
Do it from home.
Yeah, and do it from home. Wherever you live, you want to make the money.
Yeah.
So remote work is another way of doing things. Again, IT, information technology, what I do, are specifically Cisco. Any information technology job you can do online. You don't not necessarily need to be there. I have a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues that they're programmers, designers, network engineers like myself, that they do things like that where it's remote work. And contract work, which is remote from different companies, is also awesome. So doing online work is really an easy way of doing things. I think you told me, or we used a website called Fiverr. If you want to elaborate on that.
If you there's a website that we use. Wow, back in 2010
was it?
No, I think it was 2014. Because that's how we got your book.
That's right.
Your first book. So it's called Fiverr, Fiverr. And you can put your knowledge there. You can create a profile. I don't, whatever you do. You do
PowerPoint presentations, web design, programming, even network engineering. Companies are looking for people that.
And a lot of people work for Fiverr, and Fiverr is the middleman between the person that knows how to do a certain job and the person that wants someone to do that certain job. So Fiverr's one. Upwork is another one that is also a lot of people.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, a lot of people do use that. And you can also hire other people to do some stuff like that. So
another thing that I just thought about was my book. I have 2 books in Amazon. Again, they're IT books, and that makes me income every month. All right, not the income that I really would like for it to make, but it's the first 2 books that I wrote, and that makes an income as well. The whole point of it is to do some sort of online work / remote work where you have the freedom to travel and still make money.
Make money while you sleep.
Exactly.
Basically.
Exactly. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Passive income. And being financially ready to be able to move to Thailand or any other country, online work is one. The next, obviously, being retired. My wife is retired. I mean, she's worked. She's at the age where she was retired at the first stage of the age, because there's different ages.
Yeah, the youngest you can retire is at 62. Which
So
that was in December.
Yeah, she made that decision. She goes, I don't know. What's the next stage after that? 65?
You can retire at any stage, but then they say, okay, they give you incentives the later you retire in life. The problem with, when I looked at it, I saw so many people that were having health issues at 50.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, really? Do I want to wait till I'm 65 or 70? And then maybe I can't even travel because of my health. Again, I am diabetic and I do have high blood pressure. So we came here because the ease of
the stress and all that stuff.
And to become healthier because of the food that we eat.
So she retired, so she has a steady income for the rest of her life, and that's and here, just on her income alone from her retirement, it's good to go. I am 57, going to be 58 this year, so I will be retiring as well at the age of 62. But luckily, between the e-learning platforms that I'm in, between my book, all these things are coming in, because it's not just this, it's my Networking Doctors channel, or you got a YouTube there where I show videos, I go live on there as well. All these things, they generated together as a family, they generate an income where we're not stuck in one place.
No.
We can go anywhere, but we're very careful. We look at our finances and say, okay, what's our budget? I think we talked about in our first videos, like $3,000 and $3,000 a month here. Yeah, we're a family of three. That's just fine, but you gotta make sure you have that. You gotta don't let people tell you, hey, just come on over, it's cool, it doesn't matter. You got $20,000, fine. It's like, well, wait a minute. How long is that gonna last me?
$20,000 will carry you
so far
a certain way,
yeah.
But then after that, you'll see other YouTube channels where the people may be upset because they spend all their money partying, let's say.
Yeah.
And then now they have no money.
Exactly.
So, and how do they then go back to their home country?
Exactly.
So that becomes an issue. So budgeting definitely is a major aspect of knowing, and obviously retaining some sort of a monthly income, a monthly stream of money coming in, where that you'll never
have to worry about anything.
Have to worry.
It doesn't matter. Here in Thailand, you can, like we said, pay rent. I mean, because we're talking about being retired. Not everybody is at the age of retiring.
No.
But if you are retired and you're getting a steady stream of income, you're good to go. All right. You're making, let's say, $2,000 a month. Boom, you can come down here, and you're okay. You can subsidize that. You can make an additional income by going, hey, I'm in Thailand now, guys. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. People out there want to see, how is it to live in different places. Maybe they're not able to just yet, and they want to do it. They're scared to do it, but you're doing it, and you're showing them that it is a possibility, and that's what we're doing. There is a possibility that you can do that, but you need that steady income.
And don't be afraid when we talk about YouTube channels, even though there could be a billion people talking about the same thing and everybody says it in a different manner.
Very good.
And
I like that.
So you can make income from YouTube.
It does, like you said, it doesn't matter if other people are doing it.
Yeah, so don't be afraid, there's 1,000 people that are doing the same type of channel, travel channel, or what have you. I personally belong to over 200 YouTube channels for travel.
Yeah.
Okay, whether it's Thailand, about Thailand, and everything that has to do with Thailand, whether it's the visa, the money, where to stay, the condominium, stuff like that. But I also have, I belong to other channels where the people are very disappointed or whatever, because you have to look at everything, like you said the other day, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, but It all depends. Laz teaches, when he teaches his networking courses, he teaches in a very fun, different way than other instructors, even though there's thousands of instructors teaching the same exact thing. It all depends on if you like that particular person, the way he conveys the information and stuff like that. So we'll make money.
And you're giving me the information that they require and you're making the money.
Exactly.
But again, it goes together with the previous video. Do your friggin' research before coming over. You're an entrepreneur. You better be a person that's ready to work and create a social media presence. Bottom line, have a steady income every month. All right, so online work I think is the easiest. If you're young and you want to come on over,
There's a lot of digital nomads.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
But not only just here, all over Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Digital nomads, they're backpackers. And that's what they do. They work literally from their laptop.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's the whole point. Be free to do what you need to do. But just make sure that you do have a steady flow of income. Lastly, to get income is called the TEFL. TEFL. Teaching English to Foreign Language. Now, people think, well, I need a master's degree. I need a bachelor's degree. Some countries may want you to have that. But fortunately, a lot of people throughout the world are waking up to these specific type of certifications that you acquire, right? Because the TEFL have different levels of certifications that you can acquire, and the country may decide to have, I don't know, level 4 type TEFL, level 6 type TEFL. They're called different things.
They can look at it on
yeah,
Google.
You can look up on Google, you can see. What I'm concerned more with is certifications. In IT, in information technology, certifications are king. They rule. And a lot of countries are waking up to the fact that people that are certified correctly, meaning they go to an instructor that's going to teach them properly.
They pass the test.
Not only to understand the concept, but also to be able to do the job. So you get your professional certifications. TEFL is a professional certification to teach English, and like my wife said, like Digna said, Japan is big on that, and they do not.
And I believe here as well. They do not want you to speak their language.
No, they want you to talk English at all times.
Even if you encounter your student outside of the classroom, they don't even want you to speak to them in their language, because it reinforces. Obviously, English is everywhere
in the world.
And even if you decide to go to South America, Central America, whatever,
English.
They have the same thing. They want you to don't speak Spanish or Portuguese or whatever, and they want you to speak
English.
So that's something that anybody can do.
Yeah.
If you know English, if you speak English. So and you'll be able to make an income.
Definitely.
And get hired from a company in whatever country you're going to.
Yeah, it all boils down to the individual. It all boils down. We can give you all the tips and tricks, and we can tell you get this, do that. It's up to you. It's up to you how hard, you're right now, if you're living in the States, and that's how we're going to talk because we lived in the States, and you're like, no. And this was my mentality way back in the day. I gotta have my full-time 40-hour job. I gotta work for a company. They gotta pay me a salary. I was not the entrepreneurship type person. She's the one that really got me into, because I was construction and I gotta work and this and that. No. She goes, what are you gonna do when you're 65? You're not gonna be out there under the sun doing construction. So she's the one that told me to go to school. The whole point is you got to have the right mindset, and that's for everything you do in life. But you got to have the right mindset. If you're saying, you know what, I want a better life for myself, for my family. I want to be stress-free. I want to enjoy life. But enjoying life, money doesn't grow on trees, as they say. You got to make the money in order and make it as stress-less, I guess you can say. But because they say, what's that saying? If you love what you do, you never work a day. I love what I do. Yeah, you never work a day in your life. Yeah. I love what I do. What I do doing this, what I do teaching my students. So this is great. Okay, this is great, and you definitely can do it as well. But anyway, to close this out, what we're just trying to say is these are 3 things that you can do. All right. Well, online work. Obviously, we saw that was a spectrum of different types of online work that you can do. If you're retired, definitely that's your steady income right there. And also,
a lot of retirees come here.
And then you have TEFL, which is teaching English at a as a foreign language, meaning professional certifications as well. That's something to look into. All right, so just make sure that you are financially ready and that you have a steady income.
And the other thing is, think when you're going to another country that is not yours, your habits are not the same. Your the way people live is not the same. So you have to have an open mind. If you don't have an open mind and you cannot accept another country's way of life,
culture.
Right, or culture or what have you, then definitely this is not for you, because you will be unhappy.
Yeah.
Because you have to adapt. What is it that you tell me all the time? Adapt and overcome.
Adapt and overcome.
Okay, adapt and overcome. And you have to know that this is not, I'm going to speak as far as the U.S. is concerned. This is not the U.S. This is not Florida. This is not
anywhere in the U.S.
Anywhere in the U.S. This is a total different country that has been around for thousands of years. They have their own language. They have their own way of life and their own culture. And if you're not willing to adapt to that, you will be miserable. Don't even take that first step.
No, okay? Don't even take the first step. Stay where you're at.
But
we're running out of time.
Weigh your
options.
Weigh your options.
Weigh your options. But we are running out of time because we want to keep the video short. Okay, but she's 100% correct, and that's one of the reasons people do not make it, because they don't learn to assimilate to the country that they're going to. Yeah. The country doesn't assimilate to you, you assimilate to the country. And as far as Thailand is concerned, it's a beautiful place to be. So, with that said, in closing, remember, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so every time we put something up, you get notified. Comment, all right? That gives us feedback so we can make better videos.
Tell us what you want us to let you know. Exactly.
What is it that you're intrigued about, right? Intrigued about, let us know. But feedback is very important for anybody, for everybody. It's feedback. We need feedback. All right. So that's it. Thank you again for tuning in.
And we'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next video. Take care.